Unite, future Monk Omega.
Dear fellow scholars, this is 2-minute papers with Dr. Károly Zsolnai Fehér. Imagine that you are a film critic and you are recording a video review of a movie, but unfortunately, you are not the best kind of movie critic and you record it before watching the movie. But here is the problem, you don't really know if it's going to be any good. So you record this.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna give Hereditary a B-.
So far, so good. Nothing too crazy going on.
20 years from now you will be
go
more
in,
disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Forsen Scoots Tea Time XD.
I mean, often when you do something and when you don't do something, you do something and then it removes the option of the other thing and you don't do it. So it's not like you often miss the things you didn't do rather than regretting the things you did do. It's usually connected, right? Because like either I take this job but then I can't take this job, right? And then you think, oh, I should have taken this job or whatever. Or you take this education instead of this education. So it's not really true when people say that, in my professional opinion, as a 140 IQ Mensa member, but yeah.
Watch the movie and it turns out to be amazing. So what do if we don't have time to re-record the video? Well, we grab this AI, type in the new text, and it will give us
the
this.
new text.
I'm gonna give Hereditary an A+.
Whoa! What just happened? What kind of black magic is this? Well, let's look behind the person. On the blackboard you see some delicious partial derivatives, and I am starting to think that this person is not a movie critic. And, of course, he isn't, because this is Yoshua Bengio, a legendary machine learning researcher. And this was an introduction video where he says this.
He could pull
And
off Dracula
what
in a movie,
is that
right?
it has been repurposed by this new DeepFake generator AI where we can type in anything we wish and out comes a near perfect result. It synthesizes both the video and audio content for us. But we are not quite done yet. Something is missing. If the movie gets an A+, the gestures of the subject also have to reflect that this is a favorable review. So, what do? Maybe add the smile there.
Hello,
Is that
Forsen.
possible?
Please pause the video. I remember that you mentioned that you do skiing a few weeks ago, when the time and weather is right. How about you do an Earl skiing stream with Nina? I think that would be prime content.
Nina doesn't ski. I snowboard, but it's been the last time I did was early 2014, I think. Yeah, that was the last time I went skiing. So quite a few years, yeah. But
I'm gonna
you never
give
really
Hereditary
forget.
an A+.
You probably don't go as fast, but you
Oh,
you
yes.
never forget.
There we go.
Really.
Amazing. Let's have a closer look at one more example where we can see how easily we can drop in new text with this editor.
But
Yeah,
I would like to
Wario
go
with silly
actually.
items.
That's kind of nice. Marvel movies are not cinema.
Now, this is not the first method performing this task.
This chat.
Previous techniques typically required hours
Cape
and hours
shit.
of video of a target subject. So, how much training data does this require to perform all this? Well, let's have a look together. Look, this is not the same footage copy-pasted 3 times. This is a synthesized video output if we have 10 minutes of video data from the test subject. This looks nearly as good, has fewer sharp details, but in return, this requires only 2.5 minutes. And
Yeah.
Here comes the best part.
In like
If you
60
look here,
years,
you may be able to see the difference. And if you have been holding onto your
evidence,
paper so far,
like what
now
is considered
squeeze that
evidence,
paper,
will
because
be
synthesizing this
a
only
lot
required 30
different,
seconds of video footage of the target
right?
subject. My goodness. But
Like you
we are
will be
not
able to
nearly
make
done
perfect
yet. It can do
fake
more. For
video
instance, it can
footage.
tone up or down.
Can't use that.
the
It will be
intensity
like
of gestures
it will
to
be like a
match
lying
the tone
detector
of what is being
as
said.
today, right?
Look. So,
Like
how
it
does
won't
this
be
wizardry
really.
happen? Well, this new technique improves two things really well. One is that it can search for phonemes and other units better. Here's an example. We crossed out the word spider and we wish to use the word fox instead, and it tries to assemble this word from previous occurrences of individual sounds. For instance, the ox part is available when the test subject utters the word box. And two, it can stitch them together better than previous methods. And surely this means that since it needs less data, the synthesis must take a great deal longer, right? No, not at all. The synthesis part only takes 40 seconds. And even if it couldn't do this so quickly, the performance control aspect, where we can tone the gestures up or down, or add the smile, would still be an amazing selling point in and of itself. But no, it does all of these things quickly and with high quality at the same time. Wow! I now invite you to look at the results carefully and give them a hard time. Did you find anything out of ordinary? Did you find this believable? Let me know in the comments below. The authors of the paper also conducted a user study with 110 participants who were asked to look at 25 videos and say which one they felt was real. The results showed that the new technique outperforms previous techniques even if they have access to 12 times more training data, which is absolutely amazing. But what is even better, the longer the video clips were, the better this method fared. What a time to be alive! Now, of course, beyond the many amazing use cases of deepfakes, in reviving deceased actors, creating beautiful visual art, redubbing movies, and more, we have to be vigilant about the fact that they can also be used for nefarious purposes. The goal of this video is to let you and the public know that these deepfakes can now be created quickly and inexpensively, and they don't require a trained scientist anymore. If this can be done, it is of utmost importance that we all know about it. And beyond that, whenever they invite me, I inform key political and military decision makers about the existence and details of these techniques to make sure that they also know about these, and using that knowledge, they can make better decisions for us. You can see me doing that here. Note that these talks and consultations all happen free of charge, and if they keep inviting me, I'll keep showing up to help with this in the future as a service to the public.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen with or without him. I'm not sure if it's much of a service, really. But I guess since it's happening anyway, he might as well. I don't know, man. The internet is fucked, dude. I hope they ban underage people from the internet, like energy drinks and stuff in 50 years. I hope it's not good, you know. Obviously you can't do that tomorrow, but you know, it's a long process. It's a long process.